We are back at Ngā Punawai in Christchurch for the final match of round 3 of the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. The Trilo Medals Canterbury Bulls hoping to climb up the competition ladder, facing up against the visitors Waikato. Waikato are here in town and they are searching for their first win, 2 losses after the opening 2 rounds. Crystal Rota, great to have you in commentary for this one. I guess Waikato is starting to run out of time. They need a victory.
Yeah, they do need a victory. I don't think they're probably putting any pressure on themselves, but they will be looking to get a win. It's going to be a tough ask down in Canterbury against a strong Canterbury side that have been playing well through this campaign in the last couple of rounds. But, you know, I know their coach Victor, been coached by him. He's a great coach, so I'm sure he will have some plans in place to get their first win this campaign.
Chasing a victory is Waikato in this competition. We are coming to you from Ngā Punawai, and this is the lineup for the Canterbury Bulls. Says number 9, she is busy and involved in everything. Take a look at the halfback. Shante Puka has decided to get some action in the back line and try and get things moving there. 6, you'll see Rapara. She's got plenty of speed, like stepping left and right, and so too does Lola here. Let's hear from their coach, Joseph Mika Purcell.
Well, Joseph, any injury concerns today?
No, not at the moment. We're pretty good throughout the squad. The girls are fit and we're ready to play today.
Fantastic win last week against the Vulcans. What did you do last week that you want to bring into this game?
I think our connection and execution. So today it's about executing our roles in order for our team to do well today and put some points on that board.
Very windy day. Kicking game important?
Yeah, definitely. We've got Cassie. She's a really good kicker, so we'll utilise her around the park. Hopefully we'll take that win first and build a foundation, and hopefully we'll put some points on.
All the best, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
He was speaking about Kasi Siotanga, who loves getting involved on the ball and the action. This is Team Waikato. It's been a tough opening 2 rounds for the side. Riley Williams is very dangerous when she finds space. If she finds it, she will clip and go. Paige Dudley will also ask questions of the opposition. And Sarah Payne is never shy to put her body on the line when it comes to representing her region, Waikato. Their coach is Victor Heke.
Well, Victor, how's the squad shaping up today?
Yeah, no, really good. We've had a couple of good days together. This morning was good. We got down here yesterday, so been good preparation this week.
You've been competitive in both the first 2 games. What do you need to do probably better today to get that first win of the season?
Yeah, we've worked a lot on our connections and, you know, and our corridors and what we're doing in there, and people taking responsibility, and the girls have responded really well, so hopefully it shows a bit more today.
Conditions change the game plan today?
Nah, the conditions are what they are. You just got to play to whatever conditions. And it's about getting out there and enjoying it.
All the best, mate. Hope for a good game.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Pretty sure the conditions will be challenging for the kickers, but there's one thing about the conditions. It is even for both sides as we prepare for Waikato on the left, the visitors there, the Manuhiri, getting ready to come out up against the home side. Shante Puku, the captain, the trailblazer. She is absolutely remarkable when it comes to leading a side. And they'll be looking to do just that. 6 teams in the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. Counties Manukau, Akarana Falcons, Canterbury Bulls, Auckland Vulcans, Waikato and Wellington Orcas. Joining me in commentary is Crystal Rota. She is the coach of the Counties Stingrays. You had a good match yesterday, mate. I was proud of you.
Yeah, we did.
Sending you lots of love.
Yeah, the girls had a really good game. Very proud of them. Still a lot to work on, and still can raise the level of footy that they're playing. Have a lot of belief in our girls. Very unfortunate for one of our vice captains that was injured, so sending our love out to Shani Boy. But yeah, we got a lot more to give, so back to the drawing board on Tuesday night.
Very short competition is the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. This is round 3. 2 more rounds to go after this. Then it will be the grand final. Here's the conditions. 19 degrees is the temperature. Quite nice playing conditions for rugby league. And you've got that wind at 19 kilometres an hour. I can tell you earlier this morning, it was 48 to 50 kilometres an hour. So the weather gods have decided to play their part for this round 3 clash as Waikato prepare to kick and go deep, and receiving is the Canterbury Bulls. Tell you what I like about the Bulls, heaps of communication right from the outset. Every player knows what's required of them, what they have to do. Always keen to get going and get the ball early. Straight through traffic on the burst. Got the legs and the power. Sears sends it down to the right. Puku comes back on the inside. The support players there for Canterbury. Good start from the locals.
Oh, very good start from the locals. Just playing direct, straight, you know, hard footy. Bunty Crow with their second hit up in the set already. I like the way they do this. They play safe to start the game. Once they find their momentum, find their feet, you know, the execution starts to build, and that's what their coach was speaking about in the pre-match.
Umwanga gets up, passes it on to Sears. The kick comes through from Puku. She's always accurate. Nullifying play. Well done to the Waikato player. Kiriapa. She gets up, plays the ball quick. Waikato with their first possession of the ball in this competition. They're a real mix of experience and young up-and-coming players from Waikato. Managed to get some of the players training as they come down the kaimai, try and regroup. That was punishing defence that time. Cara Lee Westland, the number 13. You watch her in the tackle. She's hungry for defence, is the number 13 from the Bulls. Good marker defence from the home side as well. Forced to kick on the fourth tackle. The chase comes through. Kyla Lynch-Brown, she's donning the number 5, but will be playing the fullback role today. That's a role she absolutely loves. So now it's time for Waikato to defend. They'd be hoping to try and stop these athletes in their tracks, swallowing them up in tackles. Paua Raisa, she plays it and they go right. Sears, great support play, the number 9. Her distribution is always very clever. The ball is always on the mark. It makes the forward's job easier.
Oh, it certainly does. Just nice. Oh, look, here we see a break here already, and Canterbury are in with a try. So early on in the game, but you see they were building off that first set. Their line speed in the second set was brilliant. You know, they really put pressure on Waikato, kept them within their 50, and already we see a try here from the Canterbury Bulls. Brilliant start to the game. Only 2 minutes, 37 seconds. We're speaking of Sears' ball distribution. Puko just throws a beautiful short ball there, and we see Williams in for the first try for the Canterbury Bulls. But as you said earlier, you know, Sears' ball distribution makes a massive difference in this Canterbury side. We've seen it last week. You know, she directs the forward pack around. In this instance, Shante Puko just shows her experience, though, with a nice short ball to put Williams through a gap. And they're already on the scoreboard 3 minutes into the game.
Wharehinga with a try as we look at the scoreboard. And it's the home side that have scored, first of all. Good kick. Securing another 2 points for Canterbury. I love the way Williams ran onto the ball. She's played number 12 before. She's always looking for support. And once you've got Caitlin Sears there, I tell you what, we've been impressed with her throughout the opening rounds of this competition. Great to see a number 9 that is enthusiastic, that has a genuine, accurate pass. And not too shy to do the hard yards. Always there in support. Doing the number 9 jersey proud. She is for the Trilo Metals Canterbury Bulls. Here come the Bulls early, and they go down their left edge. Plenty of options at the moment. Power and pace is the message from the forwards from the Bulls. Up the middle seems to be working for them. I reinvented the wheel. Cara Lee Westland, an outstanding player. She's made an impact in this sport of rugby league throughout the last year. And she's, you know her well, actually, Crystal. She's a very, very good player. She's got good determination and is clever.
Yeah, she's been playing some smart footy this campaign. We've seen their Waikato trying to slow the speed of the play the ball down from Canterbury, because that's what's been getting them on the front foot. But in that instance, the refs caught it for being too long. Oh, it was looking fortunate. It was looking like it was going to stay in for the Waikato side. unfortunately touched before it's gone out. So Canterbury here have another good opportunity and good ball. See what they can come up with.
The penalty going the Canterbury Bulls' way. Shade McGregor-Paco, the number 4. She's a fast centre. She'll get to play it first. We're on tackle 0. The ball goes backwards, says our referee, Owen Harvey. Keeping an eye on the proceedings. There's Sears again. You watch it. She's always around. Not far off her is Bunty Crow. Talk about work ethic. Have a look at the work ethic from the number 8 from the Bulls. Sears again, cut out pass. Support players there for the Bulls, deciding to run it back on the inside for Waikato defenders, not allowing the Bulls to cross this time for a try. Quick play the ball from the Bulls. They come inside. They find Pulku. Shante Pukum. A whole lot of experience in those hands holding that rugby league football. Siatanga holds the ball, goes out wide, finds Lucy Mahuika. A nice embrace there. It was clever play. They decided to move the ball early down to the left-hand side. They asked questions of the defence. The momentum was with them.
Yeah, we've seen Lucy Mahuika last week get herself a beautiful try as well. She's got pace to burn. She was playing fullback last week. She's been shifted to the wing, but as you can see, no matter where she's playing, she can score tries. She's a very small player in herself, but she's got a lot of strength, a lot of power, and a lot of speed. Seen here, a beautiful ball from Sui over the top, and Mahuika in for Canterbury's second try.
That was a delightful ball from Sui Tuolsa Pawaraisa. That just came out perfectly. She's wearing the number 3 jersey, but is playing in the second row at the moment. Like all good second rowers and centres, they can mix it up, mate. They can mix it up, and she's doing that as well. She's got great skills. Siatanga. Cassie brings it in, lines it up. Beautiful swing, great follow through. And our referee touch judges say, you get another 2 points. It is great to see a kick like that from Cassie.
Oh, it's beautiful. Like, we always know, especially as coaches, that it's more important to be going up in 6s than in 4s. So you appreciate a really good kicker. And that was a beautiful nudge there to extend Canterbury's lead. But what a beautiful ball from Pawaraisa across the top. She can play all over the park. So she's, you know, when we played the Warriors, she'd play second row, she'd play 13. So she's a good utility player. Doesn't matter where you put her on the park, it's her work ethic. She just works hard all the time.
Trailing by 12 points. Waikato on the defence again. Never shy in having the legs on pumping. No one there. Now referee says Rapina Umanga wasn't clinical enough in the play the ball. So an opportunity goes begging for the Canterbury Bulls, and what a great chance for Waikato.
Yes, unfortunate. It was a nice strong carry, trying to get a quick play the ball, but she's just tripped over it as she's tried to play it fast. And a bit of a thumble from Sears.
On the 30-metre line, Waikato with a scrum feed. Ali Kulnui, the number 6, will bring it in. A little set play move as they head down the right-hand side. No gaps there for Kalista Ruruku. She gets up quickly, plays the ball. Support always there from Zaid Sarah Baldwin. She's only a slight number 9, but she is full of courage. That one goes to ground. No knock on, says the referee. Did well to play it with her feet. Naranga Pororono. Heading to the middle. Looking like there might be a gap somewhere in this defence for the Canterbury Bulls, but the traffic just seems to shut everything down. Waikato opting to go down to the left. There was a decoy runner. Great option. Fantastic option. The execution wasn't fulfilled.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was actually a nice ball there from Kornui. She's got some skills herself. When we played Waikato in the first round, she was definitely the point of difference for Waikato. So here, beautiful ball over the top, unable to catch that and finish it for Waikato. Kireopa.
She would have loved to have held on to that one. I think she had her eyes on the line, in fact, Crystal. I felt like she was just going to go with the air and pin the ears back, but not this time for Waikato, and they're back to defending again. Always going wide of the ruck are the Bulls. It's been testament to their play throughout the opening 2 rounds. Not shy in trying to get away from the markers and the forwards and trying to find defenders that are tired. Always looking to make yards. Represented Canada in Rugby League, has just come back from her honeymoon. A few gaps in the middle now. The Bulls content with heading that way. They were looking to find a player on the burst, and the referee says there was an infringement in the tackle, and the penalty will go to the home side. Hard to keep it clean sometimes in the big matches.
Yeah, hasn't found the side. Shante Puka will be disappointed with that. Waikato back in possession again. Janea Kingrewe with the ball in hand. She's a strong centre herself. Konue at dummy half. Just need to find some momentum, this Waikato side. Canterbury very quick line speed, making it very hard for Waikato to find any yards. Says there's got a penalty.
An impressive set of 6 that time from Waikato as they make their way up the other side of the pitch. At the moment, they're in the wrong end. They'll take the kick. They'll make some yards and approach the halfway line. We haven't seen a lot of attack from Waikato in the end where they can attack. So this is a great opportunity for them. Let's see if they can get from 40 to the halfway mark. Always willing to help her team out, Janai King-Rewe. She's not shy in taking the ball up. Good play the ball. First runner on the right. Pumping the legs strong. Navy Carl. One-on-one defence that time. Cardi Williams. She scored the try earlier and now she manages to shut one down also. Back on the inside. Punishing defence. Ouch. Great stuff from the Bulls. Referee says no infringement there in the tackle. Little shy dummy on the outside, played at by the Bulls. This will be 6 again. Maybe Waikato don't need it. No such thing as an advantage play there.
Yeah, it would have been back to 1 with the touch. It's gone out the sideline. Unfortunate for Waikato.
Good set of play that time from Waikato.
Yeah, once they find their momentum, they do have a lot to offer. You know, you've sort of seen the likes of Kornui getting involved. Porima playing 13 in the middle, playing a ball, playing 13 role, sort of running laterally, dropping people under. It just moves the defense a bit more. So if they do a bit more of that, I think they might find a lot more success.
Full steam ahead for the Canterbury Bulls at the moment. Leading 12-0. Just 13.5 minutes into this first 35-minute half. They're playing like a side that is full of confidence, a side that is hoping to claw its way up to the competition ladder. Get out of my way, says Karalee Westland. And who does she find in support? Always says, ball comes back to Waikato. Great rugby league. Westland always hungry for the ball, running off the shoulder. And here come Waikato. Asking questions of the defenders on both sides. Quick play the ball. Great stuff. That time from Tavita. Wharehinga, the number 11, looking for support. Says, jumps all over her shoulders and says, that's enough of you. They start left and cut back to the right. No way through that time for Stella Whatarangi. They go to the left and here they come. Here comes Waikato. Good tackle. Ball and all, no opportunity to pass the ball in support. Here come Waikato down the middle. They would love to get some points on the board at this stage of the game. Nice kick from Tauranga. That one might have been knocked on. The referee will decide that for us. Good option for the kick.
Yeah, it was a good option for the kick. Chasers were there. Just wasn't luck of the bounce in that instance. But the Waikato are doing a lot better to be attacking down in the good ball area. They hadn't had much possession earlier on in the game, starting to show a bit more threat in their attack. Now they just need to back that up with some solid defence. Get their line speed, keep their ruck area nice and tight, because they've got strong runners. Some subs will start to be made now, so there'll be some fresh legs coming on.
Wrapped up quick are the Canterbury Bulls players and forcing an error down to the great defence from Waikato. The line speed was there, just like Crystal Rota said. Defensively, they were moving up as a team. And that was just added pressure, almost like I wasn't expecting it. That's a coach killer, that one.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the pass, just unable to catch it. But this is another great opportunity for Waikato. They really got to score here to give themselves some confidence, keep themselves in this game, which I know they can. They really started to lift.
A great lifting attitude from Waikato as they take the ball from the scrum. Charging her way out is Canterbury. Long legs, strong and fast. Stick with it down the right. Kalista Rurukul. No way through for her. That was punishing defence from McGregor Pakal. She is very strong indeed. They hit it up this time up the middle and look for the support play on the inside to Milo. But that was absolutely shut down. Starting to run out attackers is Waikato. The line is there. Can you reach? Great defence from the Canterbury Bulls. Scrambling it was, and they do it twice. You can put that one down to a try-saving tackle from Caitlin Sears. They know how to scramble in defence to the Bulls. Waikato still with possession, held up over the line. Met with a wall of red has Waikato. Which way will they go? What options do they have? They go right. That's Milo. She wants to go on her own. Looks for the little sneaky offset, but it wasn't to be. It was well read by Lucy Mahuika. And they're trying just about everything Waikato at the moment. It's just not going to plan.
Yeah, there's the line defense, goal line defense of Canterbury has been brilliant. They got low in instances they needed to, and they're just working hard for each other. Wasn't from lack of trying with the Waikato side. Look at this.
Talk about lack of trying.
Yeah.
That was outstanding. Nola here, never one to give up. Trailing by 12. Crystal, how do you see Waikato approaching this match? Right now, is it just shutting it down? Is it just defence? Or do they really need to focus on getting points on the board?
I think defensively they're getting better. Just need to continue with keeping the ruck nice and tight, getting their line speed up, because Canterbury are making far too much yardage just off single off plays. They're not doing too much to earn the yards that they're getting. So the line defence just needs to push up for this Waikato side. As they've seen, they've gone wide here. Nice break from Canterbury. They're going to have to work hard on their goal line here, this Waikato side.
They bring it to the champion, to Shantae Puku. She knows how to kick the ball through, but that time, Waikato were all over that. They get an option now with the ball in hand to try and get up the other end of the field. That's one way of doing it. A lovely 12-metre run that time from Niu Milo. Yes. She's a keen young player. She always plays the ball very quick indeed. One out play at the moment for Waikato, that time Janaya King-Rewi. They come back to the middle. No way through that defender. Kari Williams was almost like, you're not going to get around me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think a bit of fatigue is starting to set in for both sides. You can tell when you're a hooker, when people are starting to get tired, you don't have many runners putting their hands up.
Got to do all the running yourself.
When you've got someone like Sears in your team who's keen to take runs from dummy half all the time, it's always a bonus.
A golden opportunity here for the Trilo Medals Canterbury Bulls. They're feeding the scrum through one of the greatest players in the game. Charging her way through is Paoraisa. Always keen to get a hand on the ball and try and get the legs moving. There she is, the lady of the moment, Caitlin Sears. She just creates headache after headache. So too does Kyra Lee Westland. The combinations are working tremendously well for the Bulls at the moment. They've got options left and right. The support play is there. The communication is great as they pick up a penalty. Owen Harvey says you're not allowed to do that. And this is exactly where the Bulls wanted to be. So they take the tap through Westland, look for the one-on-one removal. Quite a little sneaky approach that time from Kanui, but it didn't pay off. Sears says, I'll find the line, I'll charge my way over, and the defenders were there to stop her. So too, Shantae Puku, not going too far into this line of Waikato defence. It's been very good on the line. It has to be. Here come the Bulls. This time they opt to go down the left edge. Beautiful cutout pass. And if you're looking for a player in support, Lucy Mahuika, who likes to play at fullback and wing, will always be there. She's also got great hands, and that's her second try of the day. Yeah,
she's so small. Knows how to find the try line, though. It was a good team effort, good team try. Cecea Tanga here finds the back door, but what a beautiful cutout pass. And to Mahuika to finish that try. They drew all of the defensive line of the Waikato side to that left edge, knew where the space was, and that was on the left side for Canterbury to find Mahuika. And her second try of the day. What a superstar.
Good distribution also from Kyla Lynch-Brown. She plays often at fullback, but likes to test out her efforts in the 5'8" position as well. A little bit like Darren Lockyer, I think, she reminds me of, with that fullback 5'8" allocation. As we get ready for Cassie Siatanga to line it up. She's donning the number 12, but most of the time I've seen her in the 5'8" position. Her and Shantae Puku have decided that they want to get the backs under control, and that they have been doing. 100% success rate so far. Can she make it 3 from 3? Follow through was good. She has the distance, but just over the right-hand side of the post. Good kick and a very good start from the Canterbury Bulls there. I get a feeling, actually, Crystal, they're sending a message not just to the opposition of Waikato, but I think they're sending a message to the Stingrays and Akarana as well.
Oh, definitely. They're a team to be, to be reckoned with this campaign. They're showing their skills. As their coach was talking about in his pre-game interview, he said that, their girls are fit and ready, which is clearly obvious. They show their fitness. They grind it out through the whole 70 minutes, and that's been evident in the previous 2 games and also showing here today. So they're definitely the team to beat at the moment. Yes, although we haven't lost and neither has Akarana, their consistency and their performance has definitely shone through.
Waikato with the kickoff, the Bulls retrieve it nice and close to the line. Already asking questions of the defenders is the Canterbury Bulls. Sears says, where's that penalty? Like every good hooker, she can be quite cheeky at times as well. Look at the run and the legs. Amazing from the Bulls. And the support play this time comes from Kyla Lynch-Brown. Sears is back there as well. Doesn't matter if you run over the ball. Shade McGregor-Pakau goes, let me have a crack at it this time. And the defence from Waikato has been very impressive, but it is starting to unravel. Fatigue is setting in on these young players. And you've got to ask yourself, how often can they just defend without allowing a try to come in? Lovely sleight of hand, read well defensively that time by King Rewi. Still attacking down the right. Lola here says, I'm over the line. I just need to find a way to get it down. And how about that for determination? And our referee says, you did it. You got it over the line, but it wasn't clean in putting the ball down. Gee, she didn't give up on that, did she?
No, she was wrestling with about 5 players. Thought she might get that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at her, just trying to get over the line. She found her way over the line, but was unable to ground the ball.
Waikato breathe a sigh of release and relief at the moment. They are looking for points on the board. To do that, they need to get down the other end. Looking for their runners to try and make some distance. It's quite hard when you've got powerful defence like that. And the referee says a penalty will go towards Waikato, and this is exactly what they needed. I need some points before half-time. Came in on a flop after the tackle was made, did Caitlin Sears, so she was penalised for that. Wonder if they'll be able to make some yards on the kick first. So the referee has said, just take the tap, you don't need to play the ball. It's good the referees know the rules, actually. It gets quite confusing sometimes, doesn't it? They're on top of their game. Waikato through the middle. Stella Watarangi. He's a newcomer to rugby league. That was an error that they did not want at this stage. Waikato, that's a sign of fatigue. That's a sign of a side that has defended tirelessly and relentlessly. And then all of a sudden, you have a little look-see and the ball goes down.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the pass there. Tavita just unable to catch it, unfortunately. Good to see smiles on the bench from the Waikato side.
Plenty of rugby league to be played in this match. I like the way she holds the ball up. And look at the support play. Sheer speed, Kyla Lynch-Brown. Sheer pace, you can't beat pace in rugby league. Wow. And that ball from Shante Poko, where she just held it up. There's something about her timing in the pass, and it comes from experience, but it also comes from someone that reads the game of rugby league like no other. That is the number 7 from the Bulls.
Oh, yeah, she's so skillful, Poko, but, you know, she still had a lot of work to do in this try. See off the back, beautiful pass from Sears. Poko takes it right into the line. She had a good lead runner as well to draw in defenders to open that space up for Lynch-Brown, but just speed to burn. I can see why she was shifted to fullback. I was kind of wondering why Mahueka had gone to the wing, but she's showing here today, you know, why she's playing at the back. Her skill on the backdoor plays as well. The passing out the back door that I've seen, her timing on the back door of Seatanga as well has been evident. So, yeah, she's definitely been an outstanding player in this match today so far.
That is the try scorer, Kyla Lynch-Brown, we are talking about, as Cassie Seatanga comes in. She has been striking the ball beautifully all afternoon. Let's see if she can add 2 points here. Lines it up, follows through, looks effortless in her strike. Wow, if you're a young rugby league player and you want to know how to kick for goal, just take a look at that a few times. That was really clever stuff from Cassie Seatanga. Got it on a string at the moment. It's Caitlin Sears as Waikato make their way back to the halfway mark. 7 minutes remaining in the first half, 22-0 for Canterbury over the visitors, Waikato. There's been some spirited performance from the visitors. They've certainly come here to play, but just so much defence at the moment, and when they do get possession, a couple of costly errors means they hand over the ball. Waikato with the kick and the chase. We're looking to hopefully have that ball bounce and go out, but it was snuffled up and snared out. This time by Bailey Rapara. Good run on the inside, Kyra Lee Westland. She's been busy throughout the first half of this competition. Very busy indeed. Tried to steal the ball, I think, Waikato, and the referee says it's a knock on to the Bulls. The referee trying to keep things moving here, Owen Harvey. Calls in a scrum with the feed to Waikato. So the error goes against Kyra Lee Westland. She didn't look happy, but you never are you? Never happy with this.
Not when you've made an error and you don't believe it's your fault. You're never going to be happy. I'd also feel sorry. I'd never want to be a ref, I'll tell you that much.
Trying to make their way up the pitch is Waikato. Straight through traffic on the burst. That's what they're looking for a line and a gap. Callista Rurukul, the number 3. Wow, 4 defenders she made her way, weaved her way around them. The holes were there, and here come Waikato. She's the captain, the Kita Naranga Poremu. She'll look to play it quick and they'll go left. Plenty of support, plenty of runners and plenty of decoys as well. Val Tavita, the number 16, doing her bit to try and claw their way to the line. Yet to score in this clash. The idea was good, the double cutout pass where the defenders weren't, but it was such a difficult ball to retrieve, and that could be one that got away, and they'll come back and remember that one, Waikato.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right option from Kornui. They probably was safer to go through the hands, draw the defenders in, because just shifting it that quickly, the defenders are just going to slide straight off and chase out to that wing. If that had been through the hands, would have held the defensive line up to create that space on the outside. So, yeah, next time might want to look at going through the hands as opposed to throwing a cutout pass.
Puckle feeds it. Canterbury already looking for holes, and they are there. Pawarisa, look at her, pin the ears back, looks for support and finds it with Mahuika. He's got some pace to burn as well. Pawarisa says, give me the ball again, I'm liking the running with it. Nullified and shut down this time by the Waikato defenders. They go right. Good support play, nothing too fancy from the Bulls. Waiting for the defensive team to open up, the gaps to be there. Can they find some space? Showing like she would kick. That was so clever from Puku. She finds Rapida in the support with her. Has she got support players? They're just about everywhere, the red jerseys. You just have to pick one, and this time they pick Kyra Lee Westland. She didn't manage to get it over the line. Great scrambling defence from Waikato.
Yeah, Waikato really digging deep, really showing up for each other defensively. Another save there from this Waikato side. Rapira, though, so powerful, so strong, got the offload away. Sears Westland here, thought she was in. But good defense there from Janea King-Rewi.
Westland was about to celebrate the try, I had a feeling, but she was shut down. That try line defence was very, very good from Waikato. They have been good on their own line. Fatigue is starting to settle in slightly for them. I would love more than anything to get a penalty or try and get the ball up the other end of the field. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Scoreless at the moment is the visiting Waikato side. The Trilo Medals Canterbury Bulls have been putting on an impressive display, showcasing their rugby league skills. Just about everything you need around and over the park. And now they will be defending. Kyra Westland nearly scored a try before and says, let's wrap it up, ball and all. Zadie Sarah Baldwin plays it. They go on the inside. Forced to kick within their own half, and they find space. Good kick from Waikato. Kyla Lynch-Brown, the fullback position, palms off the first one. Smothered defensively in the second. Plenty of options left and right for the Bulls. This time they decide to go down their own right edge. Nice little dart there from dummy half. Running off the shoulder is Puku. She won't like that. It looked a little scrappy, but they might get 6 again. Yes, they do to the Bulls. That is punishing for Waikato. They play it just here on the first tackle. Holding the ball and making the charge. Impressive stuff from Stacey Neal. She plays it and Sears comes in, draws the defenders and finds the support. Taken at the feet, Jazz Wynyard. She gets up, plays it quick. They go left again. Plenty of options here. Held up, lovely, beautiful pass. You love that. I love that.
She did that last week as well, Siatanga. She just knows how to put her runners into space. Unfortunately, though, it's a no try. Although it was a beautiful ball, refs caught it back. Waikato.
Breathing a sigh of relief as this Waikato side, as the Canterbury Bulls look to have try and reach the 30-point mark, but no, stopped by Waikato. Just 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's play on, clever stuff. The ball looked all dead and buried out, but then Lucy Mahuka decided to push it in from the sideline, and it's play on for the Bulls. Still with 15 seconds remaining, can the Canterbury side steam further ahead, like Carolee Westland did then with her run. Sears decides to go right. Puku is there. Lovely soft ball on the inside. Bailey Rapara that time had an opportunity. Just one more play, says the referee. Great cutout pass. And that can absolutely haunt a side on the hooter. It's really a Lola here. Isn't it lovely to have a playing half that can put the ball exactly where it needs to be?
That's what you call playing right to the hooter. Canterbury never gave up. The smallest person on the field kept that ball alive when Waikato tried to kick it out. But Lolo here, what a ball from Shante Puku. Just knows how to find the runners, look straight out to where the space was, found Lolo here with a beautiful pass. And you caught it earlier, they wanted to get those 30 points before half-time, and they've done exactly that.
Very impressive first half performance from the Trillo Medals Canterbury Bulls, coached by Joseph Purcell Micah. He's certainly been putting a whole lot of effort into preparing his athletes to make sure they're getting ready for the finals footy. They've been going along their merry way and improving every single week, and they are playing like a team. Cassie Siatanga got the number 12 on her jersey, is in fact playing at the 5'8" position. She is heavily involved in this match, and she has been kicking like a dream. It is a pleasure to watch. Might not have got the flags up this time, but she strikes it beautifully. And that draws to the end the first half with the Canterbury Bulls leading the visiting Waikato side 26 points to 0. And Waikato will be looking to try and score first in the second half. Just 35 minutes remaining before we can decipher who will win this final match of round 3 of the Sky Sport Women's Premiership League. And in the hot seat at the moment is that team on your left, the Canterbury Bulls. A convincing first half effort. Everything went right for them. They basically wanted to start the second half the same, but the referee says the penalty will go to Waikato, and this is a great opportunity for Waikato not winning and trailing 26-0. They need to make the most of the ball in hand.
Yeah, it's far better to start at the 50 than it is to have to run off the back fence, this Waikato team. So they've gained themselves some easy meters here off an error from the Canterbury Bulls. See some momentum here from Waikato, starting the second half strong. They'll definitely want to get some points on the board, not finish this game with a donut. I know that Canterbury, though, also will want to come out in the second half firing. They're definitely proving a point in this national competition already.
Stepping on the inside is Laro Porimo. She's the captain and leads from the front. She is strong and always looks for support players. She plays the ball, and Waikato bring it down the left through Sarah Baldwin. Maeva Carr. Sticking down the left, short side play, and the referee says there was an infringement and a knock-on, and once again an error from Waikato means that they are unable to try and get to the try line, and it has been the story of the match for Waikato. They've been very spirited in defence and had some good set plays as well, but sometimes when it comes down to the fundamentals of the game, they've let themselves down. And learning a lot from this match is this young Waikato side. Now they have to defend, and here come the Bulls. Got a spring in her step at the moment as Pawaraisa. Sears goes in, looks for the support play, and the legs get pumping, and piercing her way through the defenders is Jazz Wynyard. She has been strong all afternoon here in Canterbury. Doing well the defence at the moment. That time Aros Tauranga, the halfback. Whenever you pass the ball to the number 3 from the Canterbury Bulls, she'll always make yards. So Sears is there. Ask questions of her opposing number 9. I think like Sears came off the better one in that collision. Have a look at that athlete in a moment, but the ball comes on the inside. Lovely kick from Cassie Siatanga. She's been kicking all the goals, and she can do a nice little grubber as well. Good set of play from Canterbury.
Yeah, they've got Waikato exactly where they want them. Their line speed hasn't let up, and that just shows the fitness of this Canterbury side. See in back play, Sarah Baldwin is injured. Zaid, hopefully it's nothing too serious, because she'll be needed from this Waikato side out of dummy half or wherever she's playing the second half. Seen she was sort of bumped off from Sears.
She's played well, has Zaid, Sarah Baldwin. Always been there with support play. She's very fit, her distribution's good, not afraid to make a tackle or two either, and like most hookers is full of a whole lot of conversation to try and get her players in support. So Waikato with a great chance here to try and get out of their D zone, to try and get out of their red zone and make their way up the other end of the pitch. Up to the task is the defence. Look at Sears get in there. Up to her head around the hips and not welcome that time from Waikato. Poko, number 7, good defence, great line. They go down to the right. No way through the red wall at the moment for Waikato. Good tackle, that time Kyrili Westland. Opting to kick. And the chase is through. Here comes Izzy Grant. She's got some space and speed, has the number 18. So close to retrieving the ball. Gee, the kick is only as good as the chase, and she chased.
She definitely did. I'd love to see more of that from Cornwall, because I know that she's got that in her. She's shown that throughout the campaign. When we played them in round 1, her kicking game was the point of difference for the Waikato side. So I'd love to see more kicking from her today. Even if they go with a couple of early kicks and get a good chase in there, I definitely think it could be a strength of theirs through the rest of the campaign.
Mr. Rota joining us in commentary, the coach of the Counties Manukau Stingrays, who are undefeated so far in this competition. They're going about their very merry way. I'd love to get into the grand final like last year, where they were defeated by the Akarana Falcons 12-10. I'm sure you remember the score. I don't need to remind you, mate.
Oh, I don't actually remember the score.
Here comes the Bulls. Support play here, there and everywhere on the pitch. Sears says, I don't need support players at the moment. I know my way to the line. Great scrambling defence from Waikato. Sui Toasa goes out to the left, and look at the options there. They could have scored through 4 or 5 different players, could the Bulls, but in the end, Cassie Siatanga says, I think I'm going to hang on to that one myself. I think I know where I want to put it, because I'm the one that has to kick it over. And great support play from the Bulls. They're playing like a team that is very confident, and they have faith in each other.
Their second phase play is brilliant. I don't know if it's because they're a whole lot of rugby players, but you see they're always there to support each other. They're always backing each other up. Sears took a strong carry before, and then look at her just trying to find her way to the try line. But off the back of that, they've got so many players already in motion, ready for the ball. And then you can see the defence so short on the right side for Waikato. Only 2 defenders with about 6 attackers, which allowed Siatanga to just decide to go herself. She didn't need to look for any runners, didn't need any support. She just found the way to the line herself.
The defence looking a little vulnerable at times for Waikato. They have had to defend a lot throughout this match. Most of the possession and position has been with the Trilo Metals, Canterbury Bulls. I've been impressed with some performances from Waikato. Riley Williams never gives up. Out of Tauranga. There's Cassie Siatanga. Absolutely glorious goal-kicking technique from the number 12 from the Bulls. Has she put enough on it? Is it accurate enough? Will the wind stay away? So close. And it was just great stuff from the Bulls when it came to support play. Caitlin Sears is one of those number 9s that says, I'm never going to give up. You'll have to take me to the ground, and as that happens, the support play comes in. Pauraisi says, I'll go left. And with a nice little show on the outside, and the defenders looking a little vulnerable. What do Waikato do now? If not trying to get back into this match, but to try and salvage some pride defensively and in attack?
Defensively, I think, they need to get their defensive splits correct. In that instance, they should have had at least 5 down that short side. There was only 2 defenders there. It was probably about a 6 and 4 split, but they only had 2 defenders there, which is always going to be hard to defend 6 attackers running at you. So getting their splits right defensively and getting their line speed a bit more consistent. They have it at times, but they need consistency with line speed speed when you have runners that are running strong and direct like this Canterbury Bulls side are doing.
Strong and direct is the running from the Canterbury Bulls. Absolutely the case. They decide to go down the left-hand side. Sui Torosa Pararosi says that I will play it as quick as possible. Charging run, takes 4 defenders with her. Still not willing to go down. The referee says that time to Shade McGregor-Pacao, you need to play it. Here they come, thanks to Kyralee Westland. More yards up the front from the Bulls. They're taking control of this match. Yards are coming thick and thin. Jazz Wynyard, the number 20, says, I want to make some distance. Izzy Grant there at dummy half, finds Puku. Lines it up with the kick. She'll chase it herself. It was timed perfectly. She put the right arm out but couldn't retrieve it. The counter attack is here for Waikato. I'm not too sure what Shantae was doing then. It was there.
Yeah, there's the luck of the bounce. Milo was there in defence, and she got the bounce of that one. Would have been another try for Canterbury, so save from Milo, who was positioned right at fullback.
Looks like she's got all the time in the world, does Puku. Whether it be a kick or a sleight of hand pass or a held up ball or a run around, it's just one of those players, Shantae Puku, that seems to have all the time in the world. It's effortless for her, and some of the best sports people in the world, when they're effortless, they're magnificent. That there is the number 7. Might like to secure her place in the backs as she has rallied her troops in the back line. I dare say some of the forwards might also want to back up front as well. She'll be in hot demand.
She needs to get back in the NRLW. That's where she needs to go.
Yeah, good suggestion.
Hopefully there's some people watching these games, because that's where she deserves to be.
From the back of the scrum, nicely placed out by Grant. Good defence from Waikato as they move up. That time, Kingrewe. The gap's there. It opens up. Stacey Niall, she's got pace and she's quick. She knows her way to the try line. She gets a lovely cuddle from Lucy Mahuika and says, bring it in. Let's celebrate as a team. That's just glorious stuff from the Bulls. Stacey Niall, her first try of the day. She knows her way to the try line, doesn't she?
Oh, well-deserved try too. She's a hard worker. She's one of those, those players that does all the hard grind work, doesn't get much recognition, but she deserves this try so much. The last couple of games we've called, she's also just done all the grind work, and in here she deserves this try, and a brilliant try at that. Thought it was an error here from Pauraisa. Sia Tanga finds Stacey now, and she just goes all the way herself. She played some rugby as well. So she's a bit of a multi-code expert, Stacey.
Plenty of them for the Bulls, to be honest. They are saturated with players and athletes from all different sports, all different areas. They've got a bunch of superstars. When you look at them, they're Olympians, multi-World Cup athletes, New Zealand teams in various sports, and they've come together as a team. Lines it up, strikes it, flat, keeps it out of the wind and not enough height. That time for Shantae Puku. Never an easy kick, but great stuff from Stacey Nye. She's big and strong and fast. And good to see the fans here supporting Wahine Rugby League. It really is. This is the pathways to something special. These young women have an opportunity to develop themselves in all different avenues, and thanks to this Sky Sport Women's Premiership, this is the groundwork, the platform for them to have that chance. Still looking for their first try is Waikato as they line it up for the kick. That is Ali Kornui. She's been really busy, has the number 6. Waikato to kick deep, taken on the full. Support play coming through from the try scorer, Stacey Neal. She's like, let me have another crack. She never gives up. And quick play the ball as well. Inspirational stuff from the number 15. As she finds Pauraisia. Donning the number 3, but playing in the second row. She can play just about anywhere. support players left and right for the Bulls. Kyralee Westland there, the number 13. Finds the support player. They're all screaming for the ball. The skipper, Poku, says, give it to me. They look down to the right for the gap. The support's on the inside. Great scrambling defence from Waikato. That is inspirational. Trailing 34-0 and still defending on their line like it's the start of a match. It's a loose ball off the kick. Are there any chases from Waikato that can retrieve it? And can there be a counter-attack? Smothered and shut down from the Canterbury Bulls. Good set of play from both sides.
Yeah, you can see the confidence of this Canterbury side now. Everyone's having a crack at something. Got the fullback kicking. Everyone's just having a go. And that usually comes with the back of having a dominant lead. Look at this defense.
Smash, Bunty Crow. Wow, that was outstanding stuff. You don't see a lot of that in the game where it's clean and still very effective. That's inspirational for a side.
Oh, it's very inspirational. Sometimes when you're leading by so much, you kind of take your foot off the pedal, but this team just keeps lifting, really showing their fitness. They've obviously been working hard, this Canterbury side. Definitely you can see they've got a lot more to give as well.
Great one-on-one tackle. From the young gun to the campaigner, Sarah Payne said, Shante Puku, let me show you how to make a tackle. Had to be made. Inspirational stuff as Mahuika comes through. Nice to see the wingers helping out the forwards a little bit. It's getting a little tiring out there. The temperature's gone up to 20 degrees now here. So it's not inclement weather, but it's still a little tough for the players. They're doing a lot more running than us. Looking for gaps up the middle. Held up nicely. Izzy Grant looks for support players, and they're always there in bright red. There's one, Kyralee Westland. She's already scored a try. Didn't like the attention that she received in the tackle, but onwards it goes. The kick is high. It'll be swirling. The chasers were there, and Waikato will come up with this one. A few tempers flaring at the moment as we hit to less than 20 minutes remaining in this match. Putting their heart on their sleeve is all of these players, Waikato and the Canterbury Bulls. I've been impressed structurally with the defence from the Bulls as well. They're playing like a team in defence and they're not letting up. In fact, you wouldn't know it was 34-0 the way the Bulls are defending.
No, they just look so hungry defensively with the ball in hand. They're supporting each other.
Waikato in possession. Options down to the left, that's Kingrewe. She's got some pace. She plays it as Sarah Payne brings it through. The kick comes out through Kornui. Taken on the full after scoring a couple of tries, Lucy Mahuika. She's certainly been an outstanding player on the fringes. Certainly has a slight frame, but a courageous heart. Never one to shy away from a run, and so too Shade McGregor Paco. They go back on the inside. Plenty of options for the Canterbury Bulls at the moment, and it's just up to Waikato to defend, that time through Hokamal. That was a very good tackle indeed from Zaid Sarah Baldwin. It had to be made, and she made it. Kyralee Westland, another runner. This time the ball went to ground. Good passage of play, defensively and attack as well from Canterbury. Good rugby league.
Yeah, Canterbury getting a lot of momentum. Anyone who goes into dummy half is really finding the markers, checking them, making sure that the markers are checked before passing it on to the runner, finding a lot of space behind the ruck. And it's just getting them a lot of metres, this Canterbury side. Waikato are going to have to really work hard here.
Hokamal, the number 10 from Waikato, doing her best to try and keep the red jerseys out. Wow. Bunty Afoa, the number 8, says, let me have a crack and let me have a run. That there is inspirational. They go to the left, just a little dummy on the outside and finds a way back on the inside. Kyralee Westland, she knows her way to the try line. I know she won't get the points next to her name, but I tell you what, Bunty Crow, someone needs to go and buy her a drink for that try.
Yeah. She takes all those tough carries, gets all the meters, as a good prop always does. You see here, she doesn't even look for space. She's just looking for someone to run it. Sets a good platform, good foundation. And then we see here, it was good team effort though to share that. Either one of the runners could have scored that try, but in this instance it's Westland who's been brilliant today, playing her role defensively and on attack. Well deserved for Westland.
She's an impact player, as Cara Lee Westland, reveling her opportunity in the second row and lock. Played a lot of a younger rugby league in the backs, but then decided to get to the gym and get some strength, and now she's a powerhouse in the forwards. She's got great skills, good leg speed. Shante Puku lines it up. It was a little flat last time. She really does things twice in a row. This time she gives it some nice height off the sticks and straight in for 2 points. Everything she turns to magic. She's incredible. Such a respectful player. So many of these younger players must really look up to her in this competition.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Down Canterbury, should be one of the leaders in rugby league and also rugby. Cross codes, Puku. And I know that she would hate that we talk about her so much because she's such a humble player. She doesn't like taking credit for anything, but she definitely deserves it.
40 to love. The Trillo Medals Canterbury Bulls leading the visiting Waikato side. It's been a tough opening round for Waikato, but it's a development team trying to develop rugby league in the Waikato and Bay of Plenty. Lots of young players full of spirit and determination, and they've defended very well at times throughout this clash. Out there is an example of it, Mary Hokamo. She is a very strong defender as the number 10 and has hardly had a chance to try and run with the ball. Izzy Grant brings it out. Bunty says, give me the ball and palm me off. Big and strong and determined and quick play the ball. Everything going right for a forward. Bunty Crow, outstanding stuff. Cara Lee Westland plays the ball at 13. She is on fire. So many options for Canterbury at the moment. They can go left or right. There's a nice little decoy run there, held up nicely. Finding Rapira on the wing, and she says, I can step in, I can support. Good scrambling defense. It doesn't make it to the line. Inspirational stuff from Waikato. Wow, never thought that was a try for sure, but Waikato did everything they needed to.
Yeah, good set of defense from Waikato. They're looking pretty tired, but they're not giving up, showing the determination. Now their back five are going to have to put their hands up here, try and get out of the red zone. Janea Kingrewe with the first carry.
She does well, but they need more. They need more than 10 yards. They need someone with something special. There seems to be no way through that wall of defence. It's been outstanding from the Bulls. Whether it's one-on-one, but the gaps just aren't opening up. And running out of options at the moment is Waikato. They decide to kick on the fourth to try and find some space and clear the ball out. Great option. If this one goes out, then they will receive possession with the scrum. That's a clever ball. That's clever play.
Yeah, 40-30 in our competition, I'm pretty sure. But beautiful kick from Kornui. She's in the 20. What a brilliant kick. She spotted the space. And she went for the kick. Canterbury will get... Oh, maybe it wasn't.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Well, that was unfortunate. It was still a good option to kick early. Oh, look, they're going to get the ball back.
Here we go. Here comes Waikato. Oh, come on. She's big and strong and determined, and she is taken down by Lulahea, the number 2, the winger from Canterbury. Waikato going to the middle. Looking for options. But the wall of red defenders also shut her down. Referee says it was a little high that time. Siopuli goes, I don't think that was high, but there's only one person with a whistle out there, and that is Owen Harvey. So with an eye on the scoreboard, Canterbury are looking to try and push the half-century mark, whilst Waikato want to try and get away from the donut. They want to cross the line. They've worked hard for it. They need to be rewarded for their efforts. Showing no mercy is the defensive efforts of Canterbury. Sarah Baldwin, the number 9, looks for a gap, can't quite sneak her way through. Nowhere to weave at the moment. We go back to the middle. Good charging run. She has not given up all day, Mary Hokomo. Paige Dudley picks it up, finds support through Tauranga. Always find Wharehinga pushing the defenders away from her, but they all come in to take her down. Good scrambling defence from Canterbury. All eyes were up for the gap out wide. There was an overlap there, but they scrambled their way defensively to stop it. The option was good, but the defence was up to the task as well.
Oh, I thought that Waikato were in with their first try. See, Mahueka, she got caught in the tackle, which left that space open on the wing. She was sprinting back to get into her position, but it was just good scramble defense from Canterbury, having each other's backs, covering the space that needs to be covered. Causing a lot of grief for this Waikato side, Canterbury. They're just constantly on the move, on the ball, getting out wider when the defensive line of Waikato isn't pushing up. And they're finding themselves some easy meters. It's been the story for the Waikato side, though. The line speed just isn't there, and allowing Canterbury to just march up the field. I know that'll be something that Coach Victor Hickey will be talking to his side about for next week's game. He'll work on for this Waikato side.
Good run, Umanga. She plays it to the left. Kick comes on the 4th. Siatanga is controlling that ball like it's on the end of a string for her. Good chase as well that time from Mahuika, but controlling proceedings at the moment is the home side, the Trilo Metals Canterbury Bulls. Plenty for the Waikato team to take out of this competition and this match. Great spirited defence, which has been outstanding from Waikato. They've come together as a team, as a support network. And they've never given up. Just like that from Sarah Payne. Never, ever give up. And Waikato have been impressive in that way. Another great run from King Rewe. And an error crept in, and that has been the story of the day for Waikato. After defending and trying to stop proceedings and then finally getting possession and then trying so hard to look for a support player or create extra yards. And this is another perfect opportunity for the home side, the Canterbury Bulls, to add some points to the scoreboard. Strike power all over the pitch.
Yeah, I think this is the highest points scored through the campaign from a team so far. So Canterbury really proving a point here. See Shante Puko with ball in hand. Trying to find Kyla Lynch-Brown some space. Very deceptive play and good execution from this Canterbury side throughout the whole game. Something their coach spoke of earlier.
Always asking questions of the opposition is the Canterbury Bulls. Held up delightfully. No player approaching. Could have been touch footy, in fact. And that there is the control of a masterclass athlete. I do not care how humari or how shy she is. She deserves plenty of shout-outs, does Shante Puko. That is all class, and you can't train that. That just comes from the heart. And it's, as a rugby league fan, take the commentator away from it, it is great to watch.
She's just been allowed too much time with the ball in hand, Shante Puko. If I was a coach, I'd be saying, push up on her. Don't allow her that time with the ball in hand, because what she can create is what's allowing these tries in for this Canterbury side. I'll be getting my players to push up and just try and shut her down. I know it's easier said than done, but she's just one of those players. If she has the ball in hand for too long, she can create space, she can create tries, and that's what she's done time and time again today.
So Waikato will try and find a way to shut down the playmaking ability of Shante Puko. That's the kicker right there. That's who we're talking about. She is controlling proceedings. It's up to her where the ball goes, and what direction the attackers go. Winds it up. That looked pretty good this time, but across the face of the post for Puku. So they can't add the 2 points, but there's still plenty of time on the board. Just under 7 minutes remaining before this match is complete. Waikato looking to score first, a break away from the donut. They've come close a couple of times, in fact, and it's been heartbreaking for them. But showing no mercy in defence and attack. You've got players like Kyla Lynch-Brown scoring her second try of the afternoon. And it has been impressive stuff here at the Ngā Puna Wai facility in Christchurch. Been plenty of footy played down here. Plenty.
Yeah, the Canterbury have had a lot of home advantages, which is very fortunate for them. We fly down there on Saturday to play them again, so they'll get another home game. But, you know, it's good to have footy in Canterbury area.
Waikato trailing 44-0. Once again, Ale Kornui lines it up, the number 6. She's got a great kicking game. She's sent it down far and wide. Looks to get space first of all, which is exactly what she should do. Picks it up off her feet, does Siatanga. Plays the ball and they go on the inside. This time Bunty Crow. Gave her a different surname before. It was a compliment because she's such a good player.
Yeah, I heard you say Bunty R4. I was like, yep, she runs like him for sure.
Support play comes in from Izzy Grant and they keep on coming from the Bulls. They're so strong on the outside of the pitch. Suitosa Pawarosia, she's just so fast, so strong, so committed. And that time, the referee said, might have been a little bit high. Good sporting spirit from both players. It wasn't intentional and it wasn't malicious. But you're still not allowed to hit in the head, so the ball remains with the Bulls.
So that'll be Zaid's first head high. She's not very tall.
Jazz Wynyard plays it and it goes out to the right. Westland there in support as always. Umanga, strong and fast and dedicated. Oh, the little sleight of hand on the inside, and it's just so delightful. It's delicate, it's gorgeous to watch. Some of the greatest rugby league players in the world would like to have a pass like that. As Puku comes in and says, come back now. Remaining in possession are the Bulls. Just over 4 minutes remaining till the end of the match. Been all one-way traffic for the Trilo Medal Canterbury Bulls team. Look at the options here out wide. Had to scramble and shut it down, ball and all. That's the only choice that Tauranga had. But now they're looking a little vulnerable down their own right edge. And that's the one that got away for the Bulls. Looked like there'd be a try for Saw down that side.
I reckon Siatanga could have gone herself. She's a strong runner. Very deceptive with the ball in hand. She'll probably try not to be greedy and get the ball out wide. Probably was a better option to just dummy and go herself.
Need to get some fresh legs, Waikato, to try and penetrate their way through this wall of defence. They've got to give themselves an opportunity to score points to get down the other end of the pitch. To do that, they need runners. They play it and head to the middle. Skip it back to the other side. Wrapped up ball and all, Westland. Her defence has really come on in hammer and tongs over the last 12 months. She's focused heavily on her technique. Nice gap on the outside. This is exactly the opportunity that Waikato were looking for. Support players left and right. Chasers back to the middle. And still an opportunity for Waikato, and it is a try. I am so happy.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Waikato. Well deserved. Beautiful try from Kornui. I was unsure how that was going to pan out because the defense from Canterbury was showing up. Beautiful break here from Milo, though. Good support from Kornui. See, she gets the ball from Milo, steps back on the inside. I thought she was going to get taken down here. Shrugs off the defense of Canterbury. And she deserves that too, Kornoi.
She had plenty of work that she had to do. She did have support players on her left and right and said, I'm going to actually have a go at it myself. Nice little right arm palm comes in, charges her way to the line, and a sigh of relief, and there's no one better out there that should deserve that try. She's been tireless throughout the whole match. Ale Kornoi. And she gets a chance to put the 2 points over. Alaya Kornoi, the try scorer today, the only points so far from Waikato. But I tell you what, it was a star-studded try, that's for sure. Had plenty of excitement to it. And the Bulls did not want that ball to go over. They did everything they possibly could to shut it down. Ale Kornoi, too strong. She takes a deep breath. Can she add 2 points to her try? Lines it up, swings it back. Good follow through. Accurate. Doesn't have the length. Yes, it does. What a way for the number 6 from Waikato, Ale Kornoi, to celebrate the last minute of this match. She scores a try running through 3 defenders. And that is possibly one of the finest goal kicks we have seen throughout the whole competition. It's just sad she hasn't had many opportunities to slot it over.
Oh, yeah. I've known her kicking game's been strong. I've seen it before. That's what I was saying earlier. If she could implement a bit more of her kicking game into this game, it could be beneficial for Waikato. But as you said, they haven't had that opportunity.
Just 30 seconds remaining in the match, trailing 6-44. Waikato were about to receive possession. The ball goes out. It'll come in as a scrum, and it might be the Canterbury Bulls feed. I think it will be. They would love to get one more on. Saying hi to all the whānau. A chance for the Trilo medal Canterbury Bulls to get to the half century. Do they want to play it? They say we are content with a 44-6 scoreline. Been some impressive performances from the home side throughout this match. They reigned supreme in attack and defence, but most of all the Bulls played like a team. Back to the drawing board for Waikato, a young development team, plenty of spirit and plenty of heart in this Waikato side, and we know that they will learn a lot from this. Canterbury defeating Waikato 44-6. It was a great second half performance from Canterbury.
It was a great second half performance. Seen here, Puko, as we spoke about, with so much ball in hand. She passes that beautiful ball off to Williams to get the first try for Canterbury. It just seemed like deja vu for the side. Pauraisa out to Mahuika to get the second try here for Canterbury. Seatanga out the back to Kyla Lynch-Brown with a beautiful cutout pass to Mahuika, who got her second try. From the back of being fullback to then on the wing. See off the back of the scrum. Puko out the back to Kyla Lynch-Brown. She's got pace to burn. She had shifted from the wing into the fullback position this week, and she showed exactly why with the skill that she possesses here today. Another beautiful pass here from Shante Puko. She just kept throwing these passes throughout the whole game, and it was just getting more and more points for this Canterbury side. She has a skill and a talent. We've seen here, Sears makes a beautiful break, regathers the ball. Nice tackle here from Waikato though, but they weren't able to stop this rampaging Canterbury side. Beautiful ball here from Soipuraisa to Seatanga, who scored yet another try for the Canterbury Bulls. Off the back of another scrum, this seemed to keep working for them. Sui Pauraisa gets an offload away to Seatanga, was off Waikato's hands. Then Stacey now just goes herself, backs her pace. Been playing in the middles, but runs out to the edge to score a well-deserved try. She's been a hard worker for this team for the last 3 weeks. And another hard worker has been Bunty Crow, who just kept running, taking the hard yards, taking all those hard hit-ups. Then Umanga here gets it out the back This was another good try. She's been working hard all game as well, Westland. She's been strong. She's been ball playing in the middle. Shante Poko again. Beautiful ball out the back to Kyla Lynch-Brown, who goes in for her second try of the game. It's just beautiful try after beautiful try. Then we see here Waikato scored just in the back end of the game. It was a beautiful break from Milo. And then Kornui shrugs off 3 defenders to score Waikato's one and only try. But it was a solid effort from the Waikato side.
Certainly one for the showreel, that one and only try for Waikato. Let's get some reflection from the players.
Well, Shante, another strong performance. You must be pleased with the momentum the team's building.
Yeah, firstly, Hariwa ki o te reo Māori. But yeah, just on that, yeah, we're definitely building nicely. We've had 3 good games in preparation towards the end of the season, so we're just piecing it all together good.
You've got some rugby players in your team. What do they add to the mix?
Yeah, definitely. We're about a 50-50 mix of rugby and rugby league players, and yeah, they're just a different breed. They bring fitness, they bring physicality, they bring the grit, they bring the engine room. So yeah, we're very lucky to have them too.
Massive game next week against an unbeaten counties team. That'll be a real test of where this team's at.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we haven't really looked too far ahead in the previous weeks, but now that this game is done, we'll go back to the drawing board and preview what counties has to offer and see if we can capitalise on what our strengths are and try and, yeah, kind of expose where their game plan is too. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. All the best for that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Shante Puku, a magnificent player, a tremendous communicator, and sending a message out next week to County's Stingrays as they prepare to take on for that round 4 clash. Let's get some reflection now from the visiting side from Waikato. A tough game. Let's see how they feel.
Well, Nikita, tough day against a strong Canterbury team. Thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think definitely a tough day in the office for our girls. Yeah, lots of things for us to work on, but we'll take that back to training.
You had a lot of defending to do. Makes it difficult to build an attack when you're so much on the back foot, though.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Canterbury did well. You know, they were strong in terms of fitness, speed. So, yeah, they had us on that.
But also, I mean, didn't give up. Scored the last try of the game, as your coach said. Last try wins, but it must have been pleasing that you at least got some reward for all the effort.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you saw, but we're cheering on the sideline, so that was our excitement for the end of the game, I guess.
Big game against Wellington next week. Opportunity to pick up some points.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we, come away with a better result, but we'll see where the week takes us.
Well, hard luck on the result. Good luck for next week.
Cool, cheers, thank you.
Next weekend, it will be a top-of-the-table clash and a table of the clash at the bottom as well. Plenty of action heading your way with the Bulls and the Whalers at midday on Saturday. That will be on Sky Sport. We hope you join us for that. Plenty of rugby league throughout the Women's Premiership as well. You are watching the Sky Sport Women's Premiership. Just before we go, Crystal Rulta, you're up against the Bulls next week for the Stingrays. What are you looking out for, mate?
Oh, I think we really need to try and, slow down their ruck speed. They built really good momentum off their quick ruck speed and also just shutting down their second phase play, what they were really good at.
Okay, so on behalf of myself, Crystal Rulta, and the production team here, WSL Production, thank you so much, rugby league fans, for joining us. And we do hope that you can join us next week, round 4. We're getting down to the business end of the competition. Until then, bye for now. Ka kite anō.